Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing Banana Man as an archer. We're going to try to draw him as an archer today, and we're going to try to do it timed. We're going to try to, I can't get my watch off, but we're going to try to do another like 10-minute pose challenge like I used to do. However, it's not going to be just the pose this time. I'm going to try to finish all of it in 10 minutes. Alrighty, now we have no interruptions. We shall start once that, we'll just say it's at 47. I'll probably forget anyways. We'll just use the video, which is already a couple seconds in, but hey, it's fine. Alright, so we'll start with Bean. Alright, so he's kind of leaning forward. He's kind of arched with his body. Because he's leaning towards the bow. But okay, hold on. I'm having a little bit of trouble thinking about this. I do have a reference, so I'm not like doing this blind. I just don't entirely know how to draw all of these angles. Alright, sure, that is fine, not perfect, but fine. He's not twisted, so I don't know why I added the bit of twist right there. But here's where the legs will go, which how much of the legs we will do is really just going to depend on every other part of the drawing. I don't even need to draw that, really. If we do the legs, it will just depend on if the rest of the drawing looks good enough. Or not even if it looks good enough, if the rest of the drawing doesn't take that long. Okay, that's not the best. Definitely too thick. We're just going to put a hand hiccup. That's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a bow, which the bow is under tension, but not fully. You can tell this is a prop bow because that string, he's pulling it back and it's slacking. He's pulling it back like as far as his arm will go, but the string still has slack. That's not how bows are supposed to work if you don't know that. The string is supposed to be tensioned the entire time. That's how the frickin' arrow fires. I like bows and arrows. I like archery. I suck at it, but it's fun. I haven't done it in a long time, though. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. I don't know how much we should put the arrow off, because this is not very drawn back. We're going to have to draw this back further. Alright, the bow is going to be how it is, okay? The bow is going to be how it is. It's not going to be perfect. We're going to try and go for better Banana Man than bow. Our focus is going to be Banana Man. Right. So we'll go ahead and do this. And this actually, his arm is too low because he's going like this. But that doesn't make sense. Like, wait, hold on, wait. Is he pulling? It makes enough sense to where I don't care. You know, it makes enough sense to where I don't care. Okay, that was at 7, so how long are we? I have no fucking clue. It's not important. This man does have a cloak on, so I will probably be adding the cloak just for the sake of having to draw less of Banana Man's pumpkin. Because it should save me time, hopefully. And that is also why I chose to do this drawing with this, because I figured, hey, this guy's wearing a cloak and it's a lot of just foldy fabric and a couple of belts. I can just chuck together a bunch of stuff. And it'll hopefully look good. I don't know. I've never done a timed thing where I'm drawing clothes on a character, so... And I'm usually not very good at drawing clothes on a character, so... It is what it is. We're gonna find out if we can do this. We're gonna go ahead and start with the hood, because I feel like the hood's gonna be the easiest part, so we're just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. Because, you know, you always want to you always want to finish the easiest parts first, right? Oopsies. You always want to finish the easiest part first so you can mess it up and make it look worse than the other parts, right? Alright. Yeah, definitely not the best, but it's not bad. It's fine. We just need something that's gonna cover his face. Alright. We'll go ahead and put one of his eyes in here. Put the other one right here. This is actually supposed to be a triangle. Alright. There we go. Now. Okay, what do we do now? Well, we draw the rest of the fucking clothes, of course. I would actually like to draw the bow because the bow is incorrect, but this is just something we're gonna have to accept, that the bow is incorrect, because I'm not gonna have enough time to correct it. Because I can tell you right now, I could very easily spend an entire video's worth of time just trying to fix that bow. I have done it before. And I will probably do it again at some point. But it is... bows are difficult to draw. I don't know why. Just the shape of bows, for some reason, I just cannot get down, dude. So, luckily for me, none of my characters really use bows frequently. So, occasionally, yes, so I do have to occasionally draw them. The bad thing is, though, that I like bows, so I want to draw my characters with bows, even if they don't use bows. Alright. Definitely not perfect, but it's fine. Not even, but it's fine. Yeah, sure, that's fine. How should the string be connected to the ends? Probably in a little thing, but we're not going to actually deal with how it's connected, because that's not something that's important. We have 3 minutes left, so this is something that we need to do now. Go ahead and get the fingers. Like this, basically. I know you're basically not even going to be able to tell that these are fingers, but honestly, I think that might be better for the sake of the drawing. Alright. There we go. Go like this. Go like that. Go like this. And, that. This. Now we need to add this part of the arm. We may go over the time limit just a little bit. I don't want to go over it by a lot, but I'm fine with going over it a little bit. Alright, like this. Now go here. Alright, these are supposed to be like belts. I didn't mean to stop the other one short, I just accidentally did. Alright, go like this. Then go here, where his clothes connect. Alright, now we need to also get the clothes here, which they're connecting right here onto where he has a tie around his waist, which we're going to quickly do. Oh, I thought we were already out of time. We're not out of time, actually, but we're just about to be. Alright. There we go. That's not bad, not great. Alright, go like that. There. Now what? We could put more stuff covering him because he is an archer, so he might have more stuff. Like he might have a pad right here or something along those lines. He might have a quiver on the back, on his back. We don't know because I didn't think the design through, and this man doesn't have that stuff. He's just a man holding a bow. Banana Man is different though. Alright. Yeah, we're pretty much out of time. I think that's our time, like right there. So we're just gonna do a couple of finishing details. There we go. We'll just add the string, even though the string is, you can see it's not correct, but I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. We'll go ahead and just add my little signature before we finish my signature. Actually, I did just realize I didn't draw that, and that's just going to annoy me later if I see that while I'm looking at the drawing again. Alright. There we go. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, not perfect. Not terrible. I like it. For 10 minutes, I think I did a pretty good job. So, yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye.